If you have ever seen the Magic School Bus, but there was an episode when Miss Frizzle, the teacher, took her students inside the human body to help her students better understand how the human body functions. And so I was thinking, what I'm going to do in these video segments is I'm going to take you inside my brain, which hopefully is a learning experience and not more of a Twilight Zone experience. But I want to kind of break this down step by step and actually write an essay in front of you. I want you to see what some of my processes are. And I know that not everybody thinks alike, but I hope that in seeing how I think through an essay and how I start writing will help you to be more cognitive of how you write and how you think, and will hopefully give you some ideas of how to overcome roadblocks, and will hopefully be beneficial. So I'm starting right now. And by the way, I do write along with you. Whenever I teach this class, I do write an essay with my students. And so right now I'm trying to decide on what topic I want to write about for this semester. Also, I need to note here that generally I use pen and paper. My brain seems to work a little bit better, but for the sake of this video, I am going to be using the computer, and I've just learned how to kind of do sort of like a bubble map. I like how it looks, and so I'll use this program. I know that there's also online you can find sites where you can do bubble mapping fairly easy, but this was the easiest for me to find right now. Also, I am streaming my brain to you, so if I say anything that is dumb, just ignore it and just know that this is my brain working through these different ideas. So I've started here with some possible topics. This is just me very quickly shooting out some ideas, like, for example, ADHD in young children, specifically like preschool age. I want to, I'd be interested in seeing what strategies there are, not necessarily medications, available to help young children that are not school age yet. Another one is migraines in children. My 6-year-old has migraines, and so that's a topic that I would be very interested in learning more about. Parkinson's disease. I have a loved one who was recently diagnosed with Parkinson's, and so that would definitely be a topic of interest to me. Diabetes runs in my family. I definitely would love to know more about that. Essential oils. It is something that's kind of big right now. I do use some essential oils, but I know some people that are very big into essential oils and only use essential oils. I would love to see what research is available concerning essential oils that's outside of the companies that are selling these oils. So that would be something that would be interesting to me. Sadly, I'm going into the middle-aged woman category, so I would be interested in mid-40s women's health, and I would definitely need to narrow that down a lot more if I wanted to write about that topic. Anxiety, I've just noticed that there are so many people struggling with anxiety that's something that I definitely would like to learn more about and see what I can do to help, especially the teenagers that I know that are struggling so much with anxiety. Let's see if there's other ideas. Sometimes when I get stuck, my sister or my husband are my sounding board, so I might pause, and go talk to them. Right now, let's see, thinking about anxiety, another thing I might write about is mental health. Um, I would be interested in knowing what current laws are concerning mental health issues. I know in my area there's a man that is causing some trouble and um, has mental health issues, and his family is struggling because they can't do anything to get the help that he needs. And there's some escalating behaviors, and just I'm struggling with the idea that of waiting until someone does something before we can address the mental health issues. So that's something I'm really interested in learning more about, and possibly writing a persuasive essay on some suggestions on improving mental health legislation, things like that. Let's see what else. Uh, last semester I had a student write about um, post breast cancer. She had breast cancer, and she wrote her essay on the things that you go through after you survive breast cancer. And I don't have any experience with that, but um, I did struggle with infertility, and something that I didn't realize back in the day was that even after you um, get past those struggles, that there are some things that you still had to address with post infertility. Okay, that's it. So, looking at all of these topics, I want to choose a topic for my essay that I feel very passionate about, that I feel strongly about. Because if I'm bored researching my topic, my reader is going to be bored reading my essay. And so I'm really feeling that post infertility topic. Like, I feel like that's the conversation I want to add to. That's what I want to write about. And so I think that is the one that I am going to focus on. And I will now try to decide how exactly I can break that up and organize it in order to create a well-written essay. So that's my brain, folks. And thank you for writing along with me. And if you have any questions, as always, just let me know.